So now the only thing that is left to do is treat the question papers. So I'm going to be treating questions which are from previous question papers, and I believe which are final examination. So this is all for x, of course, and then Ravana Renale 3x minus 1 over 2 minus 2x over 3 equal to 2. So as we see, Ravana a fraction, and a fraction we think about cross multiplication. But then the 1 or 2 fractions already are subtracted, meaning that cross multiplication will not work here. Instead, we draw at least one fraction on one side and then one fraction on this side, or cross multiply. So, we have very different denominators, and for us to be able to add or subtract the fraction, so naturally the common denominator or denominator ya go tshwana. So we're gonna go look at the first fraction, which is 3x minus 1 over 2. Then we check what is this fraction type compared to the other one. The other one in a little denominator 3. So we just take this 3 right on the other fraction as a form of multiplication, meaning we're multiplied by 3 over 3. Then minus 2x over 3. Of course, yakamwenali 2, or we take this 2 retlishakamo as a form of multiplication, multiplied by 2 over 2 equal to 2. There's our equation. So of course now 3 a multiply more than 2 times, and as long as you multiply more than 2 times, so need to be outside the bracket. Or one a multiply everything on top. Then we have 2 times 3. Then minus 2x multiplied by 2 over 3 multiplied by 2 equal to 2. Okay, so let's simplify. Our distributor over here, 3 multiplied by 3x, it will be 9x. We're going to say 3 multiplied by 3, which is 9, and then x, because I want to let take a multiply leon, it remains the same. And then 3 multiplied by negative 1, you have negative 3. Then over 2 multiplied by 3, it's 6. Then subtract, this is 2 again. We have 2x multiplied by 2, it will be 4x. Got this multiplication thing on in the previous videos. Then 3 multiplied by 2 is 6, then equal to 2. So now re denominator go tshwana in both fractions. This means re tlo ngwala denominator 1, which is 6, and then rangwala tšela tša kwa godimo ya ba rangwala the numerator ya ba 9x minus 3, and then there is a minus sign, so it's an minus 4x equal to 2. So now you can see that ranale one fraction on this side, or a fraction cross multiply, and we know that that 2 right over 1, so that you can be able to cross multiply. So this one you multiply 1, or 1 multiplied by 9x minus 3 minus 4x, then equal to 2 multiplied by 6. Anything multiplied by 1 remains the same, or 9x minus 3 minus 4x will remain the same. Then equal to 2 multiplied by 6 over 12. And then from here, a combination of variables and numbers or constants. So group are like terms. I'm gonna leave my variables on one side, 9x minus 4x, then equal to 12. This negative 3 goes to the other side, you have a positive 3. Everything that I'm explaining here really in the previous video. So if you don't understand, make sure that you watch those videos. So now get like terms this one, because rabona variable ya tshwana, exponent ya tshwana, so we add the coefficient are 9 minus 4 are the 80 actually, because there's a subtraction here. Are 9 minus 4, then you have 5x. This side 12 plus 3 is equal to 15. So now we're just gonna divide both sides by 5 or reach at the coefficient of 5. Then dito cancel na re ka x equal to 3 because 15 divided by 5 is 3, and then that is our answer. 2.4.1 thoma ka yona 2.4.1 e re x over 2 plus 2x plus 3 over 3 equal to 1. The same thing, we have to make sure that re ba le one fraction on the other side, one fraction on the other side, re kgone cross multiply. So this means re tlo ngola the first fraction x over 2, and then ra denominator the other fraction ra itlisha ka mo sideng le in a form of multiplication, meaning we're gonna multiply it by 3 over 3, and then we're gonna le plus sign in between, plus 2x plus 3 over 3, and then we multiply it by denominator and the other fraction, which is 2 over 2, then equal to 1. Okay, so now it over, so remember we multiply like this horizontally, so we over x multiplied by 3 over 2 multiplied by 3, and then plus 2, okay, in brackets I get 2 into 2x plus 3 over 3 multiplied by 2. I think I'm gonna wanna each guy if we leave the previous videos. So yeah, but x multiplied by 3, which is 3x, then 2 multiplied by 3 is 6, plus now we distribute 2 multiplied by 2x it over 4x, 2 multiplied by 3 it over positive 6, then divided by 6 equal to 1. Now we have fractions still ordinarily a common denominator, meaning gore re ka dingwala ka mokana ga jona all over one denominator ya 6. So it over re ngwala numerators now ya ba 3x plus 4x plus 6 over 6 again. And then now re na le fraction on this side, gora re swantse re tšee 1 e re die as a fraction, le yona re tlo e dia over 1 over 1, then we cross multiply 1 multiplied by 3x plus 4x plus 6, and then equal to 1 multiplied by 6. So anything multiplied by 1 remains the same. Gora re tlo no šala ka 3x plus 4x plus 6, and then equal to 1 multiplied by 6 is 6. So we group the like terms. Ra beya the variables on one side ke 3x plus 4x equal to 6, ke transpose this 6 ke to the other side, you over minus 6. Then excuse me, the 3 plus 4 it over 7x, I get a delayed coefficient, then equal to 0. Then you're gonna divide both sides by 7. You have x equal to 0 divided by 7, it's 0. And then what are x ya gago e lekana le 0. The activity je ka moka tse re tlo ba re dira, I expect you to pause the video wa dira ka bo wena to see if you understand, and then you're gonna refer to nna o fetša dingwala, then you unpause the video wa lebella gore o dirile tsona na. Let me skip it because I haven't yet introduced quadratic, because it over what we call the quadratic. So let me scratch it off. Go to 2.4.3. 5 to the exponent of x plus 2 equal to 1 over 25. So whenever we see x as an exponent, what are a number ye nngwe e tlo change into its factors. Again, it's not because re bona fraction a mongwe kana re bona fraction a nagana cross multiply, whereby a ka ba le 5 to the exponent of x plus 2 over 1 equal to 1 over 25. The way that I see it is not going to be correct actually, because the method that you're expected to use when dealing with this type of questions, o lebella x ya gore mo kae, x ya go exponent, and we know that x is exponent, number nngwe swantse change into its factors. Re tla re kgona go shumisha that property ring when bases are the same, we drop them and equate the exponent. So monkey, let me write it here or be clear. It's obvious that we're not going to be changing 5 because it's a prime number. It can't change any further to its factors. So obviously we're going to be changing this one. But go ka ja calculator gago, where 1 over 25 equal to shift factor, it will fa error. So the only way to do this, level at this one, it's 1 over something. And what you must know is that for as long as only 1 over b, this can be, you can chart this fraction very simply. So when b, then 1 year it becomes the exponent, but ever a negative exponent of negative 1. This is just the inverse of the real explanation. Take any number that is to the exponent of negative 1, o ka kgona go ngwala as a fraction of 1 over a. So what are o ka kgona go reverse if o na le 1 over a, o ka e bušetša back to its exponential form, or a to the exponent of negative 1. You just have to know it like this. There's no background story, but you don't have to know okay, why go diragala so whatsoever. You just have to know that whenever any number to the exponent of negative 1, o ka kgona go ngwala as 1 over that number. And then if o na le 1 over something, o ka kgona go tšea that number wa dira to the exponent of negative 1. So moki re na le 1 over 25, meaning re ka kgona go tšea 1 over 25 yela ra ngwala in exponential form, ra re ke 25 to the exponent of negative 1. Ntho e bereka if ke 1 over something, okay? So now o ka tlhokomela, o ka kgona go change this number into its factors. Wa ba le 5 to the exponent of x plus 2, then wa change 25 into its factors. What's our 25 equal to shift factor? You're gonna get 5 to the exponent of 2. Ke 25, then you have a negative 1. I get rid the only thing I've changed here, 25, is 25 to the exponent of negative 1. And take it change it 25, and then I show 25 yaka, then negative 1 yela I show. You see? So everything even gona ka mo godimo e gona gana ka. Now level the law of exponent. When an exponent is raised to another exponent, those exponent multiply. Exponent raised to another exponent, or essentially multiply. 5 to the exponent of 2 multiplied by negative 1, negative 2. Now o ka kgona bona re na le the like basis, or re ka dropa the basis, ra equate the exponent. So exponent ya 5 ya mathomo ke x plus 2, and then equal to exponent ya bobedi ke negative 2. Then resolve x equal to negative 2, reject these 2, right transpose over negative 2, and then x elegantly negative 2 minus 2, which is minus 4. This is another question paper, still under solve for x. So level 2.4.1, 2x minus 3 multiplied by 2x plus 3 equal to 0. So this one, the brackets are distributive property. There's nothing wrong with that, but it will range. What you must know is that whenever only the bracket ring the equate to 0, for as long as only the terms or the number ring the equate to 0, you can take each one of them or the equator to 0. What I'm actually saying, take for example 2 into x plus 1 equal to 0. For the factor equal to 0, you are allowed to say 2 is equal to 0 or x plus 1 equal to 0. Do you see what I did? Each part of it ka equator to 0. 2 ka equator to 0, ka fetša ka x plus 1 ka equator to 0. The product ya yona. So mo ke na le 2x minus 3 le 2x plus 3. This thing is already factorized more. We factorize just some equation. So nka get this first bracket ka equator to 0, ka get the second bracket ka equator to 0. Meaning here I'm gonna say 2x minus 3, 2x plus 2x minus 3 ka equator to 0, and then or 2x, you write in your question paper like your answer sheet like this, plus 3 equal to 0. Okay, so there it is. And then no ke solver x, ke na le equation ya ka mathomo, ke na le equation ya ka bobedi, ke solver x. So more ra ke glory remember brackets are necessary because I want to something here multiplying. This is just 2x minus 3 equal to 0, or okay, I can ngwala brackets. The bracket they are necessary. So you can transpose 3 to the other side. You have to change a sign, you have a positive 3. Then you divide both sides by 2. then this 2 will cancel these 2, shalaka x, then your answer is 3 over 2. And then this one, 2x plus 3, you do the same. 2x, we shall 3 kakua ever minus 3, then you divide both sides by 2, and then you have x is equal to negative 3 over 2. So the answer x is equal to 3 over 2 or x is equal to negative 3 over 2. You go and check your answer or which one is correct. We go just this one mathomo ya 3 over 2. Why substitute mo bonang x. Hora gore o tlo ba le o bula bracket wa ba le, let me write it here, 2 multiplied by answer will be 3 over 2. Yeah, 3 over 2. 2 multiplied by 3 over 2. Again, give x, then minus 3. Close bracket, open bracket, where 2 multiplied by 3 over 2. Remember, our answer na 3 over 2, and then plus 3. And then go it's enter in your calculator over 0. Or this one ya 3 over 2, it's correct. Then check out this one ya negative 3 over 2. You just go there, wadira the same thing, mara mo wanang x will go via negative 3 over 2. You get the value of 0. Or leona kiona. So I will change it, so you just write it like that, or x is equal to 3 over 2 or x is equal to negative 3 over 2. So let's move on to 2.4.2. Ravana fractions. So this one we're just gonna straight on cross multiply. We'll draw cross multiply these numbers, and then you have a 3 multiplied by 3x minus 2. Then equal to 7 multiplied by x minus 2. I can calculate your multiplier times the more than 1, or shumisha the brackets, or to distribute. So you distributed over 3 multiplied by 3x, you have a 9x, and then 3 multiplied by negative 2, you have a negative 6. Then equal to this side, you are now a distributor, 7 multiplied by x, you have a 7x, then 7 multiplied by negative 2, you have a negative 14. So over a mixture of variables and numbers for our group the like terms. We say 9x, this 7 to this side, each change a sign about negative 7x, then equal to negative 14, then 6 about positive 6. Yes. And then now this one get the like terms, the variables are the same, the exponents are the same, so you subtract the coefficients. You have a 9 minus 7, which is 2x, then equal to this part, minus 14 plus 6, equal to negative 8, excuse me. And then divide both sides by 2, then x are negative 4. 8, yeah, negative 8 divided by 2 is negative 4. This one is 4x minus 10 equal to 6. So, okay, 4x minus 10 is equal to 6. So, you're making x the subject of the formula, so you're going to substitute negative 10 if Tagamala Eva plus 10. Then we'll go by 4x equal to 6 plus 10 is 16. And then you're going to divide both sides by 4, or cancel here, and then x equal to 16 divided by 4, which is 4. And then your answer is 4. The next one, 2.4.2 area, 3x minus 10 over 2 is equal to 2x minus 5 over 3. This is cross multiplication, as you can see, Karubana fractions. So you're gonna cross multiply very simply, so because on the fraction one on the left, fraction one on the right. So over 3 a multiplier 3x minus 10, then equal to 2 a multiplier 2x minus 5. So now everything was simple. We distribute 3 multiplied by 3x. This is 9x. This is almost like the one redrilling. And then 3 multiplied by negative 10 equal to negative 30. Then equal to 2 multiplied by 2x equal to 4x. 2 multiplied by negative 5 equal to negative 10. Then now we group the like terms. 9x, 4x you change a sign up negative 4x, then equal to negative 10 here, negative 30 yakakuwa eba positive 30, then 9 minus 4 eba 5x equal to negative 10 plus 30 eba 20. Then now we'll divide both sides by 5 to remove the coefficient, and then x is equal to 20 divided by 5, it's 4. Then that is your final answer. X to the exponent of 2 is equal to 4. Simple 1, 2. Remember x are an exponent. And how do we remove an exponent? Remove an exponent by the root. Exponent 2, well, we're going to use the root of 2, which is the square root. And then the square root will cancel the square, and then x equal to, what is the root of 4 plus or minus 2? Guys, note whenever you are taking your number out of the root, it's only either plus or minus. Why plus or minus? Because you must first understand what a number is root era. Agree the square root of 4. Renaka number re multiply ya 4. This is what the square root mean. Agree more than 2. Era renaka number multiply ya 4. So positive 2 equal to 4 because 2 times 2 give 4. But then negative 2 equal to 4 because negative 2 multiplied by negative 2 equal to positive 4. So that's why a plus or a minus. Only if it's a square root. If it's the cube root, don't worry about it. It's just going to be positive. And then now 2.4.4 array, 3x to the exponent of 5 is equal to 96. So Leona Rabona Renale exponent or introducing root. But first is when you the coefficient yela 3. So we're gonna divide both sides by 3. Or x to the exponent of 5 ya rena. And then this one or 96 divided by 3, and then it will 32. So this is when you introduce the root. Level exponent ya go ke 5 or root ya go sentse tshwanele exponent. So we get the root of 5. Don't know if it's the quad root or something like that. Then it will cancel the exponent reshalaka x. Then this part we know we can calculator, and then it will go 2. Yeah, and then your answer is 2. 5.1 3x plus 4 is equal to 10. This is actually question paper is in the easy questions. 3x plus 4 equal to 10. You know that you have to transpose 4 first, even minus 4. Then 3x equal to 10 minus 4 over 6. And then you divide both sides by 3 to get rid of the coefficient. Or 3 cancel, and then x equal to 6 divided by 3, it's 2. 5.2, you can do it in 2 ways. First way, okay, so we make sure that our denominators are the same. We're going to add these fractions, x over 3. Then of course we close denominator then you have multiplied by 2 over 2, then plus x plus 5 over 2 multiplied by denominator kamoki, which is 3 over 3, then equal to 0. Okay, and then let's solve. We go over x multiplied by 2 over 3 multiplied by 2 plus x plus 5. Let me put it inside the bracket. 3 or multiply x plus 5 over 2 multiplied by 3, and then equal to 0. So now it globally base denominator x times 2 globally 2x, and then over 3 times 2 over 6, plus you distribute 3 multiplied by x over 3x, 3 multiplied by 5 over 15, then over 6 equal to 0. Now the denominators are the same. Re ka kgona go add these things over one denominator. So over 2x plus 3x plus 15, then equal to 0. And then now you can cross multiply. 0 is 0 over 1. So your cross multiplier is just going to be 1 multiplied by 2x plus 3x plus 15, then equal to 6 multiplied by 0. everything multiplied by 1 is the same, so clone over 2x plus 3x plus 15, then equal to 6 multiplied by 0 is 0. And then now regroup at the like terms, 2x plus 3x, then 15 reach to the other side, you have 0 minus 15. And then 2 plus 3, k 5x, then equal to negative 15, because 0 minus 15 is negative 15. Then we divide both sides by 5, and then our x is negative 3. So 5.3 x to the exponent of 3, let me write it, well, x to the exponent of 3 is equal to 125. Leona, it's a very simple one, whereby this exponent at 3, or x, the subject of the formula. So we're just gonna cube root both sides. Then this cube root will cancel exponential 3, and then on your calculator you just say the cube root of 125, and then it's gonna give you 5, and then we solve the answer, solve the x. I've just realized already ke skipile 2.4.3. So 2.4.3 is solviwa ka mokgoke. We have 27.3 to the exponent of x is equal to 1. Or whenever we see x as the exponent, we change it to its factors. So you see that it's a bit confusing, because this one in your calculator is going to give you error. Change 27.3. 1 it's a prime number, whereby you cannot change it into its factors. But level something. We know law of exponenting any number raised to the exponent of 0 is equal to 1. Now remember, our aim here is the base one. Either le 1 ka mo, 1 ka mo, or le 27.3 ka mo, 27.3 ka mo, or re kgone go tšea exponent ya rena, which is x. So it's already impossible or ka mo e be 1. Akere a rena go change the value. Rena ka gore ka mo e be 27.3, ka mo e be 1, but e be le di base tša go tshwana. So there is no way we can change this one into 1. Ya no ba 27.3. But re ka kgona go change 1 ye. Ra e dira gore e be le base ya ye. Ra engwala in this way. Ka ma ke re tlo ba le 27.3 to the exponent of x. And then this one, re tlo e change or e be base ya ye. Yo ba 27.3. Now to the exponent of 0. Why can we to the exponent of 0? Because I know that any number raised to the exponent of 0 is equal to 1. That is why I raise it to the exponent of 0. So this thing enally base out on a, but it is equal to 1 because it's raised to the exponent of 0. So when you must just know that always the base without changing the values. So now the bases are the same, we can just take the exponents. What are we going to say? X is equal to 0, and then you are done. Your x is equal to 0.